Yeah, I've done discussions on my YouTube channel on a wide range of topics, and such as which films I believe are not suitable for viewing by Christians, which films might be may or may not be suitable for viewing by Christians. If if homosexuality is against your religion, does that make you homophobic? And all sorts. What sort of language should be used by a Christian and so forth. But there is something that I would like to address, and it's a bit of a touchy it's a touchy subject because it is something that's affected quite a few of us, and it does affect me really because because I know for a fact that it's happened in my family, and it's not an easy thing for me to talk about, but I know they say you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but I wouldn't be I wouldn't mention this if my mother was still alive, but the fact is that I did have a brother or sister. I've got a brother or sister who we never met because they would aborted. My mother had it aborted before I was born, and I know that's be a fact because she did. Because she did tell me about it. But the thing is, if she hadn't had this abortion, well, either one of two things would have happened. I would have had a brother or sister who was perhaps handicapped, or I would have never have been born. It depends on the length of time that elapsed between the actual abortion that she had and the time when she became pregnant with me. If it was less than 9 months, obviously the latter. If she hadn't had this abortion, I wouldn't be here speaking to you all today. But I think really I was the child she had instead. But the situation was at the time that she got married to my father in 1966, and they moved into the old house where I used to live up until about up until about 4.5 years ago now, and what happened was the first time she got pregnant, they said she had German measles, and this German measles that she had, they were saying it could affect the unborn child. It might have some sort of handicap or another. I don't know the full details about these things because I'm not a doctor, you see, and because. I don't know exactly what year it was, but abortion was legalised in 1967 in Britain, and by the time it had already been legalised, but by the time she was pregnant with the first child, and these doctors were recommending that she should have one, and her adoptive mother was also keen on the idea of her having one as well. but 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 my father, he was terribly upset and distressed about the situation because it was his child that was being killed, and and anyway, she went through with the procedure, and as as time went on, her religious beliefs changed, and she became opposed to to abortion on religious grounds, and but there's a video a YouTube clip of well, I'm going to put quite a few of them actually. There's a few. There's one YouTube clip that have copied, and I'm going to copy a few more about the situation regarding the law on abortion in Britain, how it might change, and I'm going to do a part 2 of this discussion tomorrow. I'm going to do a bit more research into the topic, and talk about it in more depth. But it's like I say, I have got a brother or sister. I know for a fact that I've got a brother or sister whom I never met. I don't know. I don't know for a fact. I don't know about the amount of time that I'll lapse between it, my mother having this abortion and her becoming pregnant with me. Either if she hadn't had the procedure, it's like I say, either one of two things would have happened, and but and it's possible I might not have been here. I might not have been born. But even so, I do have strong opinions on the subject, and I will go into more in it more of an in-depth discussion of it in the second part of this discussion, which I'm going to post tomorrow. Anyway, I think I've perhaps whetted your appetite, haven't I? You're perhaps an eager beaver, and you're perhaps interested to have a listen on what I've got to say about it. But it's good if you are. Anyway, it's good if it's good if you're willing to listen to my opinions. I think it's good. Anyway, I'll be back with part 2 of this discussion tomorrow.